What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. As you can see, I am holding the Sheriff shotgun. We have managed to complete the new mastery mission, or the new finale on master, and get the Sheriff shotgun. Obviously this video is going to contain spoilers, so heads up, but don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let's get straight into it. So I am going to start this video off with letting you guys know I absolutely do not think that we completed this mission the correct way. There seems to be some mechanic for the final boss that we did not do, but we were able to kill him, and I'm going to show you exactly how we managed to do it. I really don't think he should be as much of a bullet sponge as he actually was. So let's start with the footage. So first up, nice and easy, all you're going to have to do is head into the ironworks and basically spread out, and it's a bit of a DPS check essentially. There's no rush, there's no timers really at this point. Find yourself a good spot, spread out. We tried a bunch of different builds for this, negotiators, but we ended up just going protection from elite strikers. That was kind of the best bet for it. I guess that will get easier as we get more used to where things spawn. There's a few added spawns as opposed to Iron Horse. All of the corners are the same spawns, just like Iron Horse. There's a truck that you can see just there on my right hand side in the middle that also spawns. When it gets to the point in the middle where you've got to occupy the area, it doesn't seem to make any difference if there's one of you in there or four of you in there. So your other three people can just stay in cover and cover the ads where they spawn, and the other person can kind of look after themselves. If all four of you kind of go into the middle, it just seemed to make things a little bit more difficult.
Hacking initiated. Hacking complete.
Nothing special for this next section. There is a puzzle to do, which I'll show you in just a moment. But first of all, stay at the end here, because the theme of this entire mission is that things like to spawn behind you. So stay as far back as you possibly can, let them come to you, and just kind of sit at the back here and kill absolutely everything. You're going to get to a point where all the ads will be dead, and what will happen, it will go extinguish the fire, as you can see there on the screen. First of all, head to your left here, kick the wall down and turn the cog on the other side. You're then going to get a series of ads that you need to kill, and basically then just head down to the bottom, and above the fire there is some red type barreling or red kind of covering on the pipe above the fire. Shoot that and it will extinguish the fire.
Agent, can you send me a diagnostic report from the furnace system? Maybe we can figure out what's wrong.
At this point, now we are deep into the Iron Horse raid, and there are some similar mechanics in this section that if you've done that before, you will be familiar with. First of all, though, you're on a timer, so watch out, and one person has to head up to the top and hit the control button. Then what you're going to be looking for is a series of electric boxes and a series of cogs. Now, I've not got an electric box here to show you at the moment, but if you can see on the wall just there, you can see yellow wires on the wall to the left of the enemy and an electric box with an electric symbol on. Basically, someone's got to find one of them that's sparking, and when they find it, the next thing you have to do is turn a cog that is on the floor where I am now. So as you can see now, I'm looking for electric boxes. You can see one to the right of the blue door there. It's not sparking, so that is not the one. There you go. You can see there, just on the left of the door there was a sparking. There it is. You can see dog nuts is hitting the box. And then basically I am looking for a blue cog again that has got steam coming out of it. Then we've got to find one more sparky electric box so I can jump down at this point. But just be careful, there is a lot of ads. We found decoys to be very, 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 very helpful. So there you go, the electric box has been turned, and now we've got to release the molten metal. So basically shoot these cogs, they're all marked up, so there's nothing to worry about. Once you've turned them or shot them enough, essentially, you'll see a glowing dot in the middle. Shoot that, and then shoot the open area below. It has a lot of health, but once you do that, you're done. And you just got to do that 3 times. You don't have to go up here like I did at the moment. I actually went up by accident. But basically, you do that 3 times around the arena. Best to stick together at this point. But once you do that, you are good to go. So we're just going to let this bit play out. I am going to talk over it, just in case there's anything else I forgot to talk about. There is a lot of ads, though. Ads do seem to stop, though, which is definitely interesting. It's not like previous sections where there are unlimited ads, but we kind of just pushed on, so you can see that bit's done now. We had one more to do, but there's always orange dots, orange markers on this, so it's not like it's anything you have to find. So shoot the circles, shoot the dots, and then shoot the lava below. And then after that, you're going to get a bunch of ads and 2 bosses, and we just found it good just to use some decoys, stick together in this area here, and to shoot away until you got everything kind of dead. They are very, very, very tanky, like extremely tanky. We weren't using all red builds. We did use some PFE to kind of help us out because everything is an elite. But they are extremely, extremely tanky. I was using the blue screen to kind of help with like CC and stuff and things like that. What you have got to be careful about here is this point here. It got us a few times. That the ads will shoot you through the smoke. They seem to be able to see through it, and we can't. So that is one thing to just be aware of when you get to that point. Well, yeah, that's going to be it for this bit anyway. It's basically just more of a killing game once you've got that bit of a puzzle done. So let's move on to the next section. I'll let it play out though. Once you've killed all the ads in the next area, you have 2 yellow boxes to shoot. One is just hidden just behind, and one is hidden in the window there. So there's the one in the window. Doesn't look like I'm going to show the one behind. I'm going to pause the video just there. And I'll just take a picture of that and show you.
I hope so. Artificer and Opsy.
How do you want to play this? Enemy's flanking! Fall back! Covering you now!
Okay, this next area is a little bit tricky. You're going to go in and you're going to kill ads as always, but the Iron Horse Sniper Alley snipers do show up. So what you can do is you can form them if you like. You can then use an Oxy, you can use an LMG to suppress them. You can kind of pre-Oxy. So if you look here, what Cobra does is he starts shooting his Oxy at the door up in the top on the balcony where they spawn from. And then we turn it and they come out, and the majority of them die, and that seems to be an easy way of taking care of them. But they are tricky. You know, I got hit with them, and as I got up from my revive hive, I got instantly hit and, you know, dead again, you know, without even a second. So keeping them suppressed, keeping them formed, keeping them oxied is definitely important.
Watch out! Grenade! Lost my sight. Face me.
Agent down.
So deployed. One sec.
Come on then. Ain't they're dead.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I got 3 extra.
And then this is it. This is the final boss. Now, I am absolutely convinced that we do not do this correctly, but because it doesn't have infinite ad spawns, it does make it completely possible that we are actually able to kill him. Now, I'll show you exactly how we did it. It's very, very messy. We were trying a bunch of different things, but essentially you want to go in the middle, assign everybody, you know, everyone's going to look after all the enemies that spawn at the front, and then your other 3 guys, 1 left, 1 right, and 1 back with the other 1 to cover. And basically you just got to kill waves of ads to start, and then at that point then you will get some water. So we'll just let that bit happen. there is kind of animations happening on the floor, and I think these are still broken. They've been broken in the Iron Horse raid for a very, very, very long time, and I think they're still kind of broken now. But essentially, you can see in some of the areas, lava does fill up in the pools below. But let's let the ads kind of play out. It doesn't take too long to get them all dead. And then once you've got them all dead, after a few waves, it's going to ask you to go to the front. Now, there is a green light above the water canisters to show you the one that is going to be active. There's also a water pressure gauge as well. But it does, although it doesn't give you any kind of indication of where you've got to shoot, you do get a marker. Whether, you know, and that's the one that you've got to shoot. I'm not so sure why or how that is, but bear with it. It doesn't need a quick shot. It needs a sustained burst of water to actually do it. And then you'll get a white smoke come off it to indicate that you've actually managed to do it.
Front 240.
So you can see it would kind of, there's always a delay here for some reason. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's not. I'm not so sure why. But what you'll see here in the back left, I'll get like a diamond marker on, and it just indicates, there you go, it just indicates that you've got to shoot in that square at the back. There's 4 squares. You can see Dognuts is just shooting in that area where the diamond was. Just shoot at the diamond, and you know, just go with it, and you'll be absolutely golden. At this point then, you're going to get absolutely rushed by ads and the boss. Now, the boss seems to be on fire. Now, I'm not so sure if that actually plays a part in this. We did extinguish the fire, and what we noticed were we were actually able to start doing damage to him at that point. We were able to eventually kill his backpack to stop the hive from bleeding you as well. That was possible. And we just kind of do all of them things. And once we get all of them things done, we're actually able to kill him. Just really, really, really slowly. I'm not really sure, you know, if that's the mechanic or not. If the intent is that you only want you hitting him for like 70k, and that's the most you can do. It doesn't seem right. We did put the fire out a couple of times on him to see if that put the damage up. So you can see there now the fire's gone out from my teammate shooting. But again, although damage was up at this point, it didn't really make any effect afterwards. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. What was really useful though was using the blue screen, because when he got his bombarder drawn out, I shot it and it staggered him, and it just kind of gives you a little bit of a break. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what it is that actually causes him to die. It feels like we are missing some kind of mechanic. He isn't easy to guide around the arena using decoys or anything like that. Which is, again, a little bit strange. But he does lose these armor pieces that allows you to kill him just a little bit quicker as well. But again, that seems like a odd way of doing it. I think that's just because he is slowly dying, and you know, we're actually doing that effective damage to the actual armor pieces. Now, I happen just to be dead for a little while here. My teammate do manage to get the ads dead and get me up, so I do come back up.
Serious trauma detected.
Having a nightmare.
Signs 0. An agent needs assistance.
Why?
Agent down.
I can't go on like
Hostile volunteer drone detected.
Where's the...
An agent needs assistance. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent incapacitated.
But as you can see here at the moment, we are just literally shooting him in the head. And eventually it chips away enough damage for us able to kill him. You can see, you know, I'm doing 40k, which is not great, but it does work. Ads stop spawning, so it does make it easy. He can be formed. He can be distracted by a decoy. It all seems to work. The water seems really weird. It doesn't seem to have like a timer. It seems to just appear sometimes and not. But then when we shot it at him, it didn't really let us do too much more damage to him. So yeah, really odd. There's clearly a mechanic that we are missing, but you are able to brute force it. You've just got to get through the ad control. Get through the ad control. Maybe take a CC person in with a foam gun. To look after him while everyone else kills the ads. That would be easy. But as you can see here, we just chip away. We had him in, you know, the different sections here. He's in obviously a fire-filled section, but we didn't have any water available to us either. The water only came back 2 or 3 times, and that really didn't seem to increase our damage. So yeah, really weird. But yeah, add control and then just persist with the kill, and you'll get there. So yeah, it's a little bit odd. It's a little bit of a strange one. There's probably going to be another video following up to this when we actually figure out the mechanic, unless it's broken. I tried an AR here just to see if that was actually something as well, but yeah, not sure. I can't really give you any more information, but I'm going to let the video play out. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you have any luck with anything. And as always, agents, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
assistance.
GG, guys.
Look, Manny, I know this didn't turn out how you hoped, but at least it proves where we stand. The castle will take you in. But if you want to build trust with the division, we've still got a long way to go.
It will take a longer
An
than
agent
these
is no
from you.
longer in your group.
Okay. It shot like 5